after the game where he's like, "Yeah, well, if my Buckeye fans get that, if they watched back in the 2017, Baker came out playing the flag, so we had to just kind of get him back for that."
Did you see Baker's response to that though?
On Twitter or where?
No, in a press conference today.
No.
When someone asked him about Nick Bosa planting the flag on the field, he was like, "Yeah, it's a real long time to hold on to that loss. I'm over it."
Touche.
Yeah, it's a good point. It's a real long time to hold on to that loss. What a fucking...
Move on, man.
Yeah. Just move on. Speaking of moving on, we're going to move on to our games this week.
All right.
I didn't pick the games yet, and I think we're going to do something a little strange for what we're going to do. Hold on before I commit to this. Okay.
All right.
So what we're going to do... Nope, not what I wanted to. Okay. Let's see.
While you're doing that, the Dodgers have a 3-0 lead on the Nationals at the end of the second inning.
Okay.
For MLB fans that are curious as to what's going on there.
All right, I've picked my 5 games, and you guys might not like this, but it's what I'm doing.
Bring it. You're going college first, or?
I'm going all college.
All right.
It is going to be an all college week for me. All right, I'm just
getting fun league.
Let me just get my pen.
What was the final result?
Oh, you don't want to know.
No, I did that bad. I know I did bad.
I thought I did the worst, but
Dan Beebe, 4-6.
If your damn Cowboys won, I would have been 5-5.
I would have been better.
I would have been at 500. Now losing record.
Tony Casper, 4-6. Dan O'Shea, 2-8. You picked the Titans, the Cowboys, the Rams, the Browns, the Cardinals. That's one of your wins. You went 1-4 in the NFL. You picked Iowa, Army, Air Force, Colorado, Ohio. Got 1 win in college.
Honestly, though, if I could be 500 every year doing this, that'd be not bad.
Right. And I went 8-2. My 2 losses being Dallas and Colorado.
But you got to catch up, so that's good.
I do got to catch up. I don't do math real well, so I don't have the updated standings, but I will put that in later tonight and I'll figure it out.
You still got your 1980s legal pad. You can start letting Watson do it for you.
Yup. All right, so this week, we're just going to do all Big Ten football games.
All right. 10 for 10.
All right, so that's going to be... Oh, actually, for whatever reason, I was thinking we were going to do 5 games, but we do 10.
Hey, we could... I mean, I'm going to say this to you, but there's technically one game on tonight. We could bet the second half.
No, because Tony's not here to make his picks.
Right.
Yeah, that's not fair. We're not going to dick people around anymore.
It's only 7-0.
All right.
State, so.
All right, so I'm going to do the 6 Big Ten games. All right, which are Penn State at Iowa. Hold on.
That's going to be a tough one.
All right, so we'll start with Dan Beebe.
Yep. Because it's in Kinnick.
It is in Kinnick. I'm going to go Penn State, obviously.
Obviously you will. Let's see. Statline all pretty much favors
Penn State.
Penn State, yeah.
They're a 3-point favorite on the road.
This is straight up?
Yeah, everything is straight up. I don't do against the spreads.
You know what? Penn State, it's going to be a crazy game, but I think Penn State comes out on top regardless.
Okay.
So give me Penn State. It's going to be like...
After last week's loss to Michigan for Iowa, I'm definitely going Penn State on this one. And we'll see what happens.
All right. Michigan at Illinois.
Really?
Yep.
That's even a game?
Yep.
Michigan. Shit.
I'm going to take Michigan as well.
I mean, is Juice Williams coming back? Or
No, he's not.
Oh, okay, I went Michigan all the way on that.
Yeah, definitely Michigan. Ugh, leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
Why do you hate Michigan so much?
I just had a roommate I didn't like. I was a big Michigan fan, so therefore I transferred my hate to Michigan.
A roommate in college?
Huh?
A roommate in college?
Yep.
None of us have to like it. It's just the right choice at this particular week. So,
You want another shit fest? Indiana or Rutgers at Indiana. Indiana's a 27.5-point favorite.
Indiana.
Yeah.
I think I'll go with Indiana on this one.
Come on, is it really getting that close to December already where all we have is these like last minute shit matchups?
This is only the second week of conference play.
I know, but it feels like we should have like better games than this.
The better games in the Big Ten usually come at the end. That's when you get the Penn State, Ohio State, the Ohio State, Michigan, Penn State, Michigan State.
Yeah,
those come at the end of the season.
It's like, yeah, the end. It's all done.
All right. Then let's go Maryland, Purdue. Maryland at Purdue.
I'm entertained looking at this for shits and giggles.
I'm going Maryland.
Yeah, the stats say Maryland, so Maryland.
All right.
This should be a really good week for everybody.
Dan O'Shea, Maryland at Purdue.
Well, Maryland looked real impressive against Rutgers, so...
And Howard.
Wait, I was watching the Penn State Purdue game, and they went to a game break, Maryland versus Rutgers, and it was the 80-yard touchdown throw for the touchdown. And the announcer said, after getting your ass beat by Penn State the week before, it's real nice to look on your schedule and realize you play Rutgers this week.
Yeah.
After getting your ass beat. Like, that's what he said. After getting your ass beat.
Yep. So
it's real nice to look at your schedule and realize you have Rutgers this week.
Practice up on the touchdown dances. They'll come in handy for you.
Oh, man. So...
I'm going to go Purdue on this one.
Going Purdue. All right. Looks like
Change it up.
Looks like Dan O'Shea's taking the chicken.
Well, we don't know what Tony's picking yet either.
He's picking...
Purdue?
No. He's picking on me for choosing these shitty matchups.
Yeah. Probably.
The next game is going to be... Oh, I forgot to write down the Rutgers at Indiana. Give me 1 second. All right. So, the next game, Michigan State at Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
I'm going to take Michigan State.
I'm not taking anybody over Wisconsin's defense except maybe Ohio State right now.
What about Penn State? Penn State has a higher rated defense.
I'm still thinking Wisconsin, but Penn State's good. Don't get me wrong; they deserve to be in the top 10. Let's see them prove that they deserve to be top 5.
I think they'll prove that over the next 3 weeks.
I look forward to it.
Their next 3 weeks are at Iowa, home against Michigan, at Michigan State. It's going to be a rough 3 weeks.
Yeah.
All right.
That's not an easy schedule.
And then they have a week where I think they play Indiana, and then they play Ohio State. All right. And our final Big Ten matchup, Nebraska at Minnesota. Nebraska vastly overrated. Minnesota 5-0.
Minnesota.
Going with the Gophs.
Yep.
All right. I as well am going to go with Minnesota.
Gophers.
Flip a coin.
No, I'm just trying to figure it out.
Want to do pancake waffle?
You get the waffle over there.
Yep. For those of you who don't know, we have coasters that on one side are completely flat, on the other look like a waffle. We flip them and we play this game we call pancake or waffle. What do you think it landed on, Dan O'Shea?
I don't know, but I'm going to go with Golden Gophers.
All right, it landed on pancake. All right, that's all the Big Ten games. So now we're going to switch over to the Big 12.
Uh-oh.
Yep. We have Oklahoma at Texas.
Oh, man. You know what? Oklahoma, because I think Texas is overrated.
I think Oklahoma is going to waste them.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm definitely going with Oklahoma here.
Jalen Hurts.
Oklahoma looks real good this year.
In all fairness, they looked real good last year, too. Texas beat them.
It's true.
Compare total yards, 643 to 484.
For what?
For that OU has over Texas. More yards on offense. I mean, the stat...
Jalen Hurts had 400 and some yards 2 weeks ago by himself.
Right. So
yeah.
It's a safe bet. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Then we got Texas Tech at Baylor.
Granted, they won't play defense, but, you know.
Baylor undefeated and ranked under Matt Rule. Texas Tech just upset Oklahoma State. Both teams coming away with some confidence into this week.
Baylor.
Going with Baylor over Texas Tech. All right. I as well am going with Baylor. Dan O'Shea, what do you say?
What's the spread on this one?
11 to Baylor at home.
Yeah, I'm going to go Baylor.
Okay. And the final game is Iowa State at West Virginia. Both teams 3-2. Iowa State a 10.5 point favorite on the road. West Virginia, Iowa State. What do you guys say? I go Iowa State.
ISU.
Okay.
Yep, ISU all the way on that one.
I'm tempted to just do it for the off chance, but I think I gotta go Iowa State as well.
Okay. And I'm going to change things up this week. We're only going to do 9 games. And the last thing we're going to do for number 10, only one person is going to get a point for this one. It's only going to be one of us.
Okay.
How many total points will be scored in the NFL this week? There are 14 games.
And then this is like all the teams combined? Like,
all the teams combined, total points.
So obviously whoever gets the closest.
Whoever gets the closest gets the point.
Okay. Let's kind of, I guess we'll have to math it quick.
All right.
I mean...
All right, so I'm going to make my guess of 525 points. 525 points. That's going to give me about an average of 37 points per game.